What if I told you that the biggest global conflicts aren't fought on battlefields, but on a chessboard? Well, that's exactly what's happening in the Middle East. Except the board is a tiny strip of water. The pieces are hypersonic missiles and impenetrable bunkers, and every single move could lead to either checkmate or all-out war. So let's break down this deadly game move by move. Right off the bat, you have to ask this question. It's the kind of thing that keeps military planners up at night. This is classic asymmetric warfare, a smaller power using clever, unconventional tactics to take on a giant. It seems totally impossible, right? But Iran is betting everything that it can be done by turning one of the most important waterways in the world into an explosive trap. And here's why this isn't just some regional squabble. This is why it matters to you, to me, to literally everyone. A full 20% of the entire planet's oil supply has to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. So if that gets shut down, we're not just talking about a conflict, we're talking about a potential global economic meltdown. The stakes are, well, they're enormous. Okay, so to really get the strategy here, we've got to understand the board itself. The Strait of Hormuz, it's not just some patch of sea. It is the literal chessboard where this entire lethal game is being played out. So, Iran's opening move? It's brilliantly simple and honestly terrifyingly effective. They've just laid a web of these sea mines. Now look, these things are not new tech, but when you deploy them here, you transform this critical shipping lane into a massive, invisible minefield. It's a genuine death trap. And this is what really gets me. Just look at the insane economic imbalance here. A single U.S. warship, that's a $2 billion piece of hardware. An Iranian sea mine? A couple of $1,000. This one comparison just perfectly lays out Iran's whole strategy. Use cheap, deadly, and effective weapons to completely neutralize an enemy's overwhelming financial and tech advantage. But listen, sea mines are just the pawns in this game. Iran has brought out much more powerful pieces to play with, pieces that are pretty much unstoppable and are changing the rules of modern warfare as we know it. Let's take a look at what happens when they bring out the big guns. And here it is, the real game changer. Iran has officially rolled out hypersonic missiles. And these things aren't just fast. No, they are a quantum leap in offensive power that most defense systems on Earth, they just weren't built to handle them. I mean, think about it. These things travel so fast, they make even sophisticated systems like Israel's early warning system totally useless. There's no time for a siren. There's no time to take cover. By the time you even know it's coming, it's already hit. And apparently this isn't theoretical. Reports claim a critical Israeli satellite and radar station was hit, effectively blinding their eyes in the sky. You see, this war isn't just about explosions. It's a war of psychology, of propaganda. So when Iran shot down a $30 million U.S. drone, they didn't try to hide it. Oh no, they put the wreckage on display for the entire world to see. This move wasn't about destroying hardware. It was about destroying the image of American invincibility. Okay, so for every powerful attack, you need a powerful defense, right? But Iran's ultimate defense isn't some high-tech shield or an interceptor missile. It's something almost mythical. A fortress, buried so deep inside the earth, it's designed to be completely untouchable. And hey, don't just take my word for it. After getting a classified intelligence briefing, U.S. Senator Chris Murphy came out and said this. I mean, think about that. The people with access to the best intelligence in the world are basically saying that Iran's most important programs are indestructible. And this chart shows you exactly why. The most powerful conventional bombs America has, these so-called bunker busters, they can chew through about 400 meters of rock and earth. So what did Iran do? They knew this. They just built their facilities 500 meters deep. It's an incredibly simple and brilliant checkmate against a direct attack. But this whole lethal chess game, it's not just about military toys. The real pieces on the board, the ones that actually feel the consequences of every single move, are ordinary people and the global economy that we all rely on. This right here is Iran's economic checkmate. The biggest threat isn't a nuclear weapon. It's the price of a barrel of oil. The U.S. has warned Israel not to hit Iranian refineries because everyone knows what Iran's response would be. They'd hit refineries all across the Arab world. And the result? Oil prices would go through the roof, and the entire global economy could be brought to its knees. And in the midst of all this high-level strategy, you get these moments of just pure, terrifying chance. In a city called Kordasht, a 1-ton American missile smashed right through the roof of a family's home while they were sleeping. But for some reason, by some absolute miracle, it was a dud. It didn't go off. It's just this gut-wrenching reminder of how close to death ordinary people are living every single day. But not everyone gets a miracle. The U.S. eventually had to confirm that 9 of its soldiers, one of them a woman, were killed in attacks on their bases. Now, Iran claims that number is way higher, in the hundreds, but even the official count means 9 families were absolutely shattered forever. And just when you think things can't possibly get any worse, they do. An attack in Lebanon killed 4 Iranian diplomats. Look, when you start targeting diplomats, you're not just breaking international rules. You are slamming the door shut on any possible chance for a peaceful way out of this. So, where does all this leave us? Well, we're stuck. We're in a ridiculously dangerous stalemate. Both sides can make a move that would be absolutely devastating, but they also know that any such move would trigger an equally devastating countermove. It's a standoff, and the whole world is sitting on top of the powder keg. And what's pouring gasoline on this whole fire is this really dangerous idea called the preemptive strike. It's the belief that you can attack another country, not because of something they did, but because of something you're afraid they might do. You're basically delivering a punishment based only on suspicion. No trial, no proof, just fear. You know, in the end, when you strip away all the politics, all the strategy, this is the simple, heartbreaking truth. It doesn't matter what flag is on the uniform. Behind every single soldier, there's a family. A family waiting, a family worrying, and far too often, a family that ends up completely destroyed. Which leaves all of us with this final, chilling thought. The entire world is just watching this, holding its breath with every new threat, every new escalation. And the next time we see a sudden flash in the Middle Eastern night sky, we're all just going to have to pray that it's a shooting star and not the final move in a game where nobody wins.